Everything has become a soft copy. It has made our work a lot more easier. So I think that if computers will replace teachers, it will be a way more better.
So she says that if the computers can be replaced by teachers, it can be more better. What do you say?
The soft copies or the softwares cannot replace the pens and paper because computers can just give you the knowledge. But actually, what brings it to the table, it's a human being and he is a teacher.
So without lagging time, you can proceed to what she says. Don't wait for me to explain. Okay, you can catch up it.
Computers can have more advantages than human beings. It saves a lots of time. Teachers can be late for classes, but whenever you feel to study, you can come on computers and take your classes. So it can save all your time.
He says that computer saves your time. With the help of the computer, we can replace, maybe you can save the time. What do you say about time with computers?
With my due respect to my opponent and my moderator, I would like to talk about what my opponent said, some of the advantages about computers. So let me count him about the disadvantages of computers. At times you get disconnected from internet, and that time could be the most precious where you are learning the best topic. And sometimes when you are in front of computer, your mind tends you to do some multitask while sitting in front of the computer screen and you are studying.
Yeah, you can do multitask before the computer. What do you react to it?
He said that we can do multitask before the computers. So even when we are sitting in front of teachers, that time also we can do multitasking, like our backbenchers, they have food during classes. So why can't we do multitasking when we are sitting at back?
Sure, you are very sincere in saying that. Before the teacher also you can do the multitask. So how do you oppose it? Very great question to be reacted actually.
Actually, if you perform multitask in the front of a computer, it doesn't matter to him whether what you are doing or not. But whether you are doing it in classrooms, a teacher can stop you. We can question you and ask you to stop what you are doing.
Yeah, question arises here. Computer cannot catch you on the moment. How do you?
Of course, but teachers in the government schools have very much knowledge. Yes, teachers in the government schools have lot of knowledge, but what about the quality of education provided by them? If those teachers are replaced by the computers, students in the government schools can also get good quality of education.
Students in the government schools are challenging you. So, how do you react to it?
The students who are not eager to study, whether you make them to place in front of a computer or a teacher, they won't. But it's a teacher, whether you are doing anything wrong, he can lead you to a good path. And also, it's a teacher who can change his teaching skills by observing how a particular student will understand. And these things, obviously, a computer cannot replace.
Yeah, teachers can use their own skill of teaching. Skills of teaching. Every teacher, whether working in the private school or government school, whatever it may be, they can use their own skills to impart knowledge to the students. How?
But teachers in the government schools are lazy. They don't want to teach. If teachers in the government school provide good knowledge, so why we are coming here and paying a lot of fees?
No sudden reaction should be there. Don't wait for it.
Let me remind you about the topic. It's not about private school teachers versus government school teachers.
Sure, it's correct.
And when you talk about completely teachers be replaced by computers, you directly put lakhs of teachers working under this without work. They will have no work. And not only these, many students who dream to be a teacher, who are working hard to be a teacher, to just break their dreams.
So you mean to say that there are no scopes in computers? You said if there will be no teachers.
No.
You said that if there will be no teachers, then the teachers will have no job, or the students who are dreaming to be a teacher will have no dreams. So are you saying that there are no scopes in computers? I mean, if we have technicians, we have developers who are maintaining computers, there are also a lot of scopes. So how can you say that if a teacher is not there, then there will be no dreams or...
So you want teachers to go back and learn some technical jobs so that they can teach or do some other work?
To the point, please react to the point. Don't wait for me to explain. React to the point. Listen carefully when they say.
We are not here to provide employment. We are talking about quality of education. So computers can provide quality of education.
Quality of education depends only on computers. Please still stick on it. Please amend it.
If you talk about quality of education, then I think it's only a teacher who can provide, because he have a lot of experiences. Through his experience, he can change his way of teaching by observing the students, and also he can put in front of you several scopes through which you can have a better quality of education, better than computers.
Teachers can have experience, lot of experiences to teach them and mold the students than computers.
Each student cannot afford a good teacher, but the computers can be set up, but the setting up computers cost is high, but the running cost is minimal. So everyone cannot afford a good teacher.
Everyone cannot afford a good teacher. It means that everyone will not be a good teacher.
No, he said everyone cannot afford a teacher, and they can afford a high-tech computer which teaches you by sitting at your home. So here we can use the point of government schools, and people who have money can get high education by going to private schools. So there's no mean that you cannot afford a teacher.
So people, everyone together equally cannot afford a computer, but they can afford a teacher, this is. Which means the poor and the rich are alike. They cannot afford a computer, but they can afford a teacher.
But teachers in good schools are also taking help of projects and smart classes for teaching. And they are able to teach without fees. They always say you can search on Google search or on Chrome.
The teachers themselves are using the computer technology to achieve the best teaching skills. They themselves are already dependent on computer and technology.
I totally disagree to this point, because what their point is that teachers should be completely replaced by computers, and we all know internet totally has some advantages and it can improve the process of learning, but cannot totally replace teachers, right?
The totality is the main point. You can depend on it, but not totally. How do you define the word totality? Totality is equal to teachers. Computer is equal to teachers. How can you defend equality? All on a sudden, please react to the point.
Who is a teacher? A teacher who teaches us, imparts us knowledge, and help us to learn new skills. All of that we can do with a computer. A computer can teach us, impart knowledge, and if you talk about the moral skills, we can learn a lot from a computer. So I don't think that we cannot totally replace teachers. We can.
If you say that you can learn moral skills from computers, then why you are sitting here? You can go and learn moral skills from computers only. Why are you paying in the school and coming to study from the teachers?
It's time for the close this cycle.
We have no other options. Our parents are sending us here to learn from teachers.
Actually, as you said that we can learn from computers moral skills. But can you say that today India is so advanced that we can learn from computers right now? We are not, but we can be if we change the today's learning process and terms of education. There is need for some change in our education process and the quality of education provided. So these things should be changed and we can replace teachers by computers. But at currently, computers are not there, but we can do that.
The government has to take a place to change the mode of education, like studies in abroad, fully computerized, assessed, all the documents to be through only online submission. How do we implement?
As she said that computers are not that much advanced that they can teach us moral skills right now, but as if it becomes advanced, no computer will come behind you and say you that you have lost your path and come back. Only a teacher can do this.
So computer can call you back when you are out of. A teacher can call you back to the point of education.
As my opponent said that computers cannot guide you when you are on the wrong path. But I want to say that even sometimes teachers say some words that demotivate us, that discourage us, but computers won't do that. So if they cannot take back us from the wrong path, they may not discourage us and they may not hurt our feelings and they may not kill our curiosities.
There are teachers who are discouraging the students.
Then why do you focus only on negative things? You focus on those teachers who encourages you. And if a computer do not discourage you, then which computer motivates you? Any software which motivates you? I don't think so.
A computer cannot motivate you. Computer cannot motivate you on the point of education or whatever it may be.
There are many motivational speakers on YouTube. You can access it.
I think those are men and probably a teacher.
They cannot. They are a teacher in the school itself. Those who are speakers in the YouTube channels.
They can be accessed only by technology.
So teachers cannot motivate you while you're sitting in a classroom, you mean? You can only get motivation while sitting in front of a computer screen with all the strain on your eyes. Let me tell you an example. See, we have autopilots in planes, right? Yes. But we still need a pilot in there, yes? Yes. So can you say that computers totally replace teachers? No. Yeah, awesome.
But that motivation will only last for 2 or 3 days. What about the other days? Every day you can't give motivational speech in classes. It will waste a lot of time.
Motivational classes are a waste of time. Always.
So now you said, earlier you said we can take motivation, now you are saying motivational classes are waste of time.
By the teachers.
And you forgot to defend my point about the example.
Yeah, you can take your own example of your own experiences to defend him. Sure.
As our opponent team said that computers cannot motivate us, whereas a teacher can do that. So let me tell you that everything has disadvantages and advantages. If a teacher can motivate us, he can demotivate us. If a computer cannot motivate us, it cannot demotivate us as well. And if you talk about the autopilots in the plane, and you said that we need a pilot. So we are not talking about pilots, we are talking about teachers. And if a teacher is being replaced by a computer, there we do not need a human teacher, then a computer or a robot will be there. We don't need any other human there. I mean that any other human teacher is not required.
I think I notified you that it was an example.
You still stick on to the point. Please take to the other point.
Yeah, of course. Let me give you a small task. Come on, take a pen and a paper and write something. Sister, please. Okay. So when you have a pen and notebook in front of you, you start writing, right? Now, who taught you that writing? Can a computer teach you how to write? No! A teacher is the one who taught you how to write. Yes! So how can you say that computers can replace teachers?
Don't waste time, only 5 minutes, please decide. 5 minutes more to debate.
Do you think a teacher will teach us typing, or will a teacher will teach us how to use a machine?
Obviously, your computer teaches you how to use the computer and how to type.
Question about computer teacher. There is no lack of time for you.
But we cannot always depend on pens and papers, how to write, how to do things. Now technology is advanced. You see in foreign countries, now they completely depend on technology. Everything depends on artificial intelligence and they are much more developed than India.
About foreign culture, she says. What is development in India compared to foreign countries?
See, let me remind you about another point. As we discussed before, computers are emotionless. See, when you enter a class and some good teachers like Hitesh sir and Moses sir come to class and then they say good morning, then you feel the positive energy to study. Can you feel that while sitting in front of a computer? No! So how can you say that computers can replace teachers?
A simple good morning gives them a lot of energy. How the computer?
Teachers can have a lot of expectations from a student, but sometimes that expectations can lead to stress on students, and this stress can cause suicides. And nowadays, many suicide cases are increasing in India.
Now
we need
you're-
to stop them.
Now you are on the right track actually. The negative side of stress on students by teachers.
Actually, any teacher don't have any type of expectations from you. He or she is always there to help you and guide you. He don't say score good marks for me. They say it for yourself, not for him. And if you are doing good, it will be for you, not for the teachers. So why do they have so much expectations for you? Because they need to do good with you, not to themselves.
Teachers correct you with good motivation to improve your knowledge.
Teachers do it for our good, but what happens when a child cannot understand that it is for my betterment and takes a lot of stress and then suicides?
I think that's the problem of the child then. He must understand.
But that's because of the teacher. And the next thing I would like to say is, in Japan, everything is modernized and it depends on artificial intelligence. So Japan is much more developed than India. So I think if we shift from schools and teachers to artificial intelligence, India will be far more developed country.
Okay, India's development is depending upon artificial intelligence. How can you?
First of all, please don't talk about any other country because I don't think so India is much in that other countries are much far better than Indians. And obviously, if you say about that Japan, their technicians are very high or very developed with us. Don't forget that computers itself they are made by humans.
Computers are handmade. Okay, everyone knows that.
Actually, our topic is not computer versus humans. It's can computers replace teachers? You said that computers are made by humans. That's right. But in today's world, they are much more advanced than us. They have more accuracy, they have more speed, and it saves a lot of time. Secondly, if we learn from computers, it can save pen and paper. It can save pen and paper. We don't have to cut trees to make our notebooks.
Accuracy is a challenge here.
But what about those kids who misuses the computers? What about those? By sitting in front of a computer, how many things are going on in their brain? So just they skip off from the path and then they start doing some other things. What about that?
Distractions before the computer. Challenges here.
Now, it is the problem of the student. He himself should realize that he is on the wrong path.
You yourself give him the opportunity to do such activities when you make him sit in front of a computer. And when he sits in front of a teacher, it's probably very difficult to do other activities. He'll focus on studying. He'll look at his classmates and get some competition from them. When you're sitting in front of a computer, you have no competition. You just compete with yourself, and when you try to improve better, you think you are improving, but you're not. But while sitting in a classroom, when you score better marks than your classmates, you get motivated. And this scenario is not possible when you're sitting in front of a computer.
You said that when we are in class, we compete with our classmates. But when we are at our home or when we are on our computers, we compete with ourselves. No, you are wrong. When we are on computers, we compete with the machine, we compete with the entire world. But when we are in our class, we compete only with a few students like 15 or 20.
Before the computer, you are challenging the whole world.
I think first you should challenge your classmates, then we can think about challenging the world.
Right point.
You start from small things, right? First you take the steps. You don't directly jump to your destination. You do it stepwise, right?
But students in class can challenge in wrong things also. I think they can fight in toilet and all.
For those, we have some good teachers like Abhin sir. And let me give you another example. Can a computer teach you sports? No. For this, we require good teachers like Abhin sir.
Obviously, a computer can teach you how to count, but the way how to count it can only be taught by teachers. And if you I will be in your favor if you say that computers can be replaced by teachers. So are you ready to replace your own class teacher by computers?
Challenging the present teacher, own class teacher, right now.
You say that only a teacher can teach us how to count, but can you say that computers cannot teach better? I think computers teach a far way more better with the help of images and 3D diagrams that we get. When we talk about chemistry and physics, and especially chemistry, we can study it better when we see 3D diagrams from there. In class, it is not possible.
Accessibility is more.
I think the practical sessions are going on right now, and when you are having a doubt in chemistry, the teacher takes you to lab and performs the experiment and shows it how this happens. And probably you can also do that. But in computer, you can just see how it's going on. You cannot do that.
As our opponent said that, we practical sessions are going on and we are going to the lab. But every lab is that advanced that we can carry out all the experiments. And what about the diagrams of the molecules? That it is not available there, but we can see the animated videos, we can see the images of those, which are not possible in the class.
Yes, exactly. Computers can enhance or help the process of learning, but cannot totally replace teachers. See, you look something on a computer screen. It's a place where you want to go. It's your dream place. Do you become happy by seeing it? Still, you will become happy only when you will go there. So the same is with knowledge, the animated videos you see. You just can see, but you cannot perform in real life. You can perform when you have a good teacher and who teaches you the correct things, the correct process, the correct diagrams, and he can make you to make the diagrams. But you will not do it. You will just watch it while sitting in front of a computer screen.
Actually, it's not like that. If we can see that, we can learn it. If we understand it more clearly, if we see the examples more clearly, if we are clear with the concept, then only we can acquire knowledge. If a teacher is there and says us to draw the diagrams, we cannot, because when our concept is not clear, how can we do that?
I think a teacher makes the concepts more clear than a computer. See, I'll give you two scenarios. You are sitting in front of a computer screen and you are sitting in front of a teacher, you are sitting in a classroom. A teacher starts teaching a concept. He taught you something, half of the students got it and half of you didn't. There might be some students who will just act like they've got everything, and the same is, most of the students are teenagers and they just try to escape from the work. And when the parents give them opportunity to sit in front of a computer screen and learn something, yeah, they will probably be fooling their parents by saying that they got everything. But when you try to do the same thing in front of a teacher, when he tells you that did you get the concept, half of the students will get it, but still might the whole class will say yes, we have got it. But then there are some tests. Teacher will ask you personally, yeah, what's the answer of this question? Will your computer ask you that?
The time up already. We'll bind up the debate. Please give them a huge hand. See, I felt like a debate having a between two students. It should not be so. Okay. All the participants have to open up yourself. Share your thoughts and arguments. See, as a moderator, it's my bounden duty to conclude this session. Taking the point of whether teachers can be replaced by computers. As for me, my evaluation, when I listen to you, see, as a human, emotion is something great, very great thing, because we are humans. Emotional feelings, having a touch is very important thing in our life. Teachers, at the same time, can use the internet for the better teaching skills of the students, but cannot replace. We cannot replace them, but both go hand in hand. A teacher can use the computer internet to enhance the knowledge, to improve the teaching skills, and impart knowledge to the students to develop the teaching skills. So you are very excellent in your arguments, both the teams. So I really congratulate all of you for active participation. You have done, and you are the best for your arguments. Thank you, and Anjal present here. So your results will be announced later. Thank you.